What's good, everybody? It's your boy Fudge, and no constant battle. It's just me, Fudge, today. What's going on, everybody? Hey, listen, I am just giving you an update. It's been so long. I've done so much since we ended the podcast back in the spring of 2016. So I wanted to give you a little bit of some information about what we plan to do, if anything. Um, First of all, I want to shout out to Constant Battle. Constant Battle has, he's done a lot, man. He's been doing a lot over the last several years. And the latest development, for those that don't know, and by the way, this is simulcasting between the Fudge Malloy Facebook page, the Buffalo Shoutout Facebook page, and the Shoutout YouTube channel. So you are welcome to see this little link down here. You're welcome to join the conversation with me. Talk about anything. CHH, it doesn't matter. But I want to give you a little update. 2016 until, really since before, it was before the pandemic. So, but a lot has changed as far as our lives. Constant Battle is currently engaged and planning to get married soon. I don't know when. And I was hoping to have him on this, chat conversation or something to kind of give me some context. But he got engaged. He asked me to do some photographs for him for engagement pictures, and I failed him. I'm sorry. But I've been busy. I'm not trying to candy coat it. I was kind of actually sad that I couldn't participate, but the film festival that I've been hosting the last 7 years has been a blessing, but an overwhelming blessing. So I had to turn down working, a side gig. I got an advertisement playing here on my background sounds. I've never had an advertisement played on SoundCloud before. But I'm playing beats that my brother, formerly known as Legacy, now known as Leo Green. So we got that in the background. We don't get no copyright strikes just yet, I don't think. But he's in the process of registering new music. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, Constant Battle, engaged to be married. And I'm excited for him. So shout out to Constant Battle for all that. And getting back to 2016, within a year from that point, I was having some health issues, had to deal with. And then I had a torn rotator cuff, in March of 2017. I got that taken care of, got it repaired. And then within 3 months from that, I moved into a house. So I'm here in South Buffalo living in my house for the last 4.5 years now, almost 5 years coming up. So I'm excited about that. And it's a work in progress. Almost as soon as I started doing that, I entered my third year, 2017, in the Great Lakes Christian Film Festival. Matter of fact, here's the website for it. Great Lakes Christian Film Festival, glcff.com. And we get submissions from all over the world, various types, narrative, documentary, music videos, you name it. Everything's on there. I don't want to get too much into that on this thing, but that's what I've been doing. 2015 is when I started it, summer, and every August we've been doing Great Lakes Christian Film Festival. So getting back to 2017, rotator cuff, new house, third year in the film festival. We moved it to a new location at the Millennium Hotel, and once it was kind of like a rebuilding year, and we just started growing quickly, and then you know, pandemic hit. But right after that first year, I started doing a couple stage productions. I was in films, um, get more engaged into that, and I actually participated in my um, very first 48-hour film project, and we had a great time. So I've been involved in that, a lot of film stuff, a lot of just local events here and there. Played drums at my church, Bread of Life Church in South Buffalo, and I mean that's it. I've been busy doing productive, good stuff. And then, so 2017, tick 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 tick, we move along. 2018. I mean, I really don't know what happened that year, but 2017 was my busiest summer ever, even into the fall. I don't even know what I did. I can't even remember. I got to go back to like my Google Photos in order to figure that out. So, um, 2018 comes around, fourth year into the film festival, and then come that summer, a big participation in that festival. So I was excited. That was growing, and then I decided it's time to go back to college. So I did that. 2018 went back to college, pursuing a um, media study bachelor's degree. Basically, something similar to what I was trying down in Florida. Something I was pursuing uh, a bachelor's in mass communications, programming, and production, which is probably more TV related. Uh, but that was years ago, and I come back to school at University at Buffalo, and there it is, Jonathan Clark. What's up, buddy? How you doing? It has been a minute. I've been very busy. Um, so I've been pursuing since the fall of 2018 my bachelor's, and this December should be the completion of it. I feel good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man. I haven't seen you in a while. You look good too. You and my memory. By the way, I'm 50 years old. I do look good for 50. Uh, Brian Little, you guys did your show for a while on Wednesday nights. I don't know what happened to that, but I got to step in one time. I'm pretty excited about that. Hope that you guys keep doing that. Um, 50. That's correct. That's right, brother. Thank you. And I got a little bit, a little gray coming. It's starting to happen. It's starting to happen, but not too gray yet. I'm happy. All right, so all right, we'll talk about that later, I guess, brother. Let's get back to. I mean, if you can, you want to jump on, talk a little bit. That's up to you. I'll bring you in via the phone. All you got to do is the StreamYard connect right there, your phone, your desktop, whatever, and then I'll bring you in whenever you're ready if you want to do that. So anyways, 2018 started my return to college, getting my bachelor's, the master. It's a not master's. It's media study bachelor's, and it's basically film production orientated. Even though film theory is also a part of it, so you got to analyze, and understand, film technically. and also theoretically, you know. And so it's kind of like that's been kind of fun going through that. Plus minoring, you had to pick a minor. I picked the thing that's closest to it, and that was theater. Now, mind you, I went ahead, I applied to go to school as an accountant. I was going to be going accounting, but my degree from Florida was the GPA was too low, and they didn't accept me in the accounting degree in a management school. So I says, okay, well, why don't I pick something I really want to do? And so media study was it. Um, but yeah, I think it would be a good time to kind of catch you up where I'm at academically, if you don't mind. I am at a 3.8 GPA for my entirety of University at Buffalo. The the associate degree I got in Florida at Pasco Hernando Community College, now known as State College, um, in Florida. My GPA was like 2.8, something like that. And some of those transfer credits I had even prior to that from another community college, forget about it. But overall, my GPA combined with UB and every past college stuff I've done, I'm like 3.3, I think, overall. So UB definitely helped my GPA. Um, I mean, I didn't pick engineering or another hard subject. So, you know, not saying it wasn't easy. It was always easy to do what I had to do. But I think the subject matter and the tech, the grading and all that stuff was a little bit easier on the media studies side than it would have been on engineering or science or something like that. So hey, you got to go with what you know, right? So, anyways, I'm finished this December. Hopefully, has been a struggle for this last semester for one reason: evolutionary biology. So it was my final science I have to take, and I'm right on this like line, like, okay, I got to do this school, man. I got to do this school. So my focus has been nothing but science, and but I want to give you an update. Besides all that, I wanted to let you know, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I've been hiding. Um, Not trying to hide. I'm just focused, trying to finish this degree. In the process, finishing our 7th year of the film festival. Um, Amazing. We had a great response this year. Really excited about it. Uh, can't believe it's 7 years already. Can't believe it's been, looking back at the shout out, um, I can't believe it's been 9 years when we started it. I started it with TQ, who is now a Griffin, um, Crazy One's wife, formerly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with his website, but TQ was a podcaster here in Buffalo. We teamed up. I did a show just to kind of compliment it. Something to do. I was bored. 20. I'm sorry. It's 2014 is when we started it. Not quite 9 years. So it hasn't been 9 years. So 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. No, it was 2012. That fall when we started. So we did that through 2016 in the spring. Constant Battle jumped on board. Maine jumped on board. A couple other people locally were just kind of filling in and hanging out, and we just had a good time. Played music, just talking, and a lot of those you can see on the website, buffaloshoutout.wordpress.com. We have a few of those you can watch or listen to and all that stuff. So, but anyways, thinking about doing something again, but I'm definitely going to be doing something. I also had a show years ago before this, even 2018 or 2008. I did that for about 5 years, called the Spice Rack, and I did that exclusively a audio. I did one interview with Flame Video. I did some, covered some things, but it was all a podcast, audio podcast. So from 2008 till 2016, I was doing podcasts. That was kind of fun to do. I added it to Flavor Radio Network as another show just to kind of fill it in, give a variety. And since then, I've just been redeveloping, just getting into newer things, getting into film more than anything. So I'm excited about that. School, getting into school, just getting this degree. Once this is done, who knows where I'm going to end up. Wherever I'm going to go, you rest assured, I'm still going to be doing entertainment. I have produced a couple short films for that 48-hour film project competition. I did one this past summer. It was pretty fun. It's called Keep It Clean. And one person that was on the team wanted to do like a gore and horror and all that stuff. I was like, I like to do family friendly stuff because I like to look at it and say, okay, maybe children, grandchildren, or grand nephews or whatever. People look back and say, hey, he did some good clean material. I want to make my lineage proud, whoever that might be in the future. Also want to give glory to God. We want to make sure that, if we're a Christian, we're not saying, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but I still want to do stuff that promotes evil. And that's not me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to encourage people, edify, encourage and laugh, and make people laugh too. It's medicine for the soul, man. Is laughter. So comedy is also a big part of what I'll bring. But I do have a lot of religious, non-Christian stories that will be told as well in film, and as well as many Christian stories. So just stay tuned for all that stuff. Music has been a big part of my past. Just because I'm getting into film doesn't mean music will ever go away, because I'm still a big part of being a part of music in one way or another. And just to show you an example, I want to I'm going to pause this background music for a second and show you this little video. This is on my Sean P. Green YouTube channel, but this is a little recap of kind of what we're doing, what I've been doing. Sean P. Green, aka Fudge, here in Larkinville. We're at, I don't know, somewhere here on South Park. Right in the back lot here, we got people pulling up. Well, we got cars, and we got folk. And we're all just waiting on Itina, aka Anomaly, AI the Anomaly, to come up so we can do this video shoot of hers. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna say a lot of corner just showed up. There he is. So I'm not playing that. So there you go. That's what's happening. Selah, Itina. They did their little video shoot for what's it called? I don't know, but the theme is basically it's about her team. You know what I mean? Let me see. I got the description in here somewhere. Carpool. That's the name of this music video. That's happening. So look for that video. A little cameo from Fudge. Anybody who cares, I care. But yeah, that's every now and then, personality wise, as far as music, film, whatever. If I have a cameo in something, that's great. I'm also in a series that will be screening this Saturday night at the Dipson Theater. Yeah, Dipson Theater, Eastern Hills Mall. There's a there's a uh, it's a premiere. Basically, we're going to show it's a series of 9 episode series that I'm in. I'm in 3 of them. Um, I'm in the 9th one, but they're going to show the first, second, and third episodes this Saturday, and I'm going to try to find that real quick. Let's see. Somebody just gave me a thumbs up from somewhere. Thank you for that. Facebook. Was that you? All right. Trying to get in. I'm switching to the laptop. Give me a minute. Cool. Love to have you on. Jonathan Clark, everybody. Clark Kent, that was his nickname for many years. He did the Grip Show with Brian Little. He did. What else did you do? Wait for you to come on and then we'll get you on. I want to make sure I got the right link here. Yep. We've had he did something else before that, but me and Brian and Jonathan, we all kind of like cross paths all the time here in Buffalo and Rochester, doing things, like projects or events or whatever. So it'd be fun to have Mr. Little or Mr. It's Jonathan Clark, aka Clark Kent. All right. Ooh, there you go. Gerald Peoples, what's up, brother? Man, St. Louis, uh, Missouri, or are you an Illinois side? I thought you're East St. Louis. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, you're the one that does the gospel slide, one accord DJs. That's another chapter of my life. Haven't really revisited since really 2014. I think it was 2014 because we did a Christian DJ conference in Belleville, Illinois. That's what I thought. Um, we did a Christian DJ conference 2013 and 2014, which was successful on a very small scale, but unsuccessful in my eyes. Like I wanted to do better. It's kind of like what the film festival is doing now, where we're at, but I'm still not satisfied with even that. But I am planning, Gerald, if you're listening, I am planning on joining Chicago with the film festival in one way or another. I'm not sure how that's going to happen yet, but I want to also do something one accord DJ wise with that as well. So stay tuned. My mind is always circling, man. I got so many ideas, so many plans. There's a lot of things I had to establish. Number one, financially, got to get myself together. And it took me a little while, but since 2007 till about 2017 was foundationally a financial situation I had to get myself together on, and I did it. So with the help of God, with tithing, I'm going to shout out tithing. Uh, God is awesome, man. Yeah, staying tuned. Oda lives. Yep. Still, I mean, I get the text messages. I'm in the group chats. I'm in the Facebook groups. I'm in all that stuff. I kind of see how we're doing. Um. Oh, Mr. Clark. You just go to the link. Here it is. Hang on. Let me get back to the banner real quick. That's the link. Just go to StreamYard.com, and then that specific code is for this specific podcast. So, and once you log on and accept and turn your phone on and your microphone on and all that stuff, similar to how Zoom is, then I just add you to the broadcast, which you'll end up being like on this little side right here on the side of this, if we can get you in here. So All right, so you see my room. I got Oreos in the back. I got awards, hats. Been doing a lot of merchandise type stuff for my film festival. Um, but you know, what don't I do? That's the problem. Getting focused again. But just kind of recapping the shout out, Buffalo shout out. It's kind of been like a home base for my local of stuff that I've done here in Buffalo since I moved back. I moved back in 2010. 2012, I started, you know, the shout out, and then um, just kind of done all kinds of stuff. Just been involved in too much sometimes. We also got a Twitter account. We got the Instagram account, and we got the YouTube channel. We hope that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. You just look it up, see if I have the. I mean, you can go see. You got all the links down at the very bottom, the scrolling ticker. But you got it all here on this main page, shoutout.wordpress.com if you want to ever check that out. But if you want to join in the chat, just got to log into streamyard.com with that little lettering at the end. Bam. Um, and if you're struggling, Mr. Clark, what I'm going to do now, you can go to a Facebook page. I had the link right there on the Facebook page for the shout out. So you can link right from that to the Facebook page. I'm going to see if I can get you added on real quick through Messenger. I also got, once again, I got background music by Legacy, aka Leo Green. All right, check it out. Stay tuned as I try to get Jonathan Clark in on this one. We want to get him in here. He's a there you go. I got you. I got you. You're on the stream. Okay, you got your mic on. You got your mic on. You got your sound. Okay, I got you, brother.
Sound should be good. No,
you're in.
Nice.
So, Jonathan Clark.
What's up, brother?
How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. Let me throw my earphones on real quick because the sound coming from you to me. I'm on my phone, so anything audio it has to be me. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my earphones.
You got it, brother. Okay, so the bottom line is, shout out's been around for a while. Things we do, we got stuff, we got presents. This right now is a YouTube. This will be on YouTube. It's live right now on YouTube, on the shout outs YouTube. It's real simple to see it right there. Buffalo, and then shout outs, one word. Just look for it. All right. Fudge, concept battle, just good music. It's everywhere. It's all of that. So you can also go there and make sure you subscribe. If I can't emphasize that enough, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Instagram, all that stuff. Once again, music by Legacy. So as he's getting set up, we're in a new season, a post-pandemic season. Prices of gas, prices of food, prices of everything just skyrocketed, and we're just here trying to catch up. So whenever you're ready, Jonathan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what is going on? What you
nothing, man. Yo, great speaking. Which I was on the I was about to hop on Fortnite. I'm a huge gamer, so
I see you. Yeah, okay.
I'm about to hop
once
on
I'm
Fortnite.
done with school, I'll get back on that, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, then I was just listening. You popped up for some reason. You popped up on my screen here, and a lot of times people will see people doing things and not interact.
Hmm.
So I said, let me interact with my man Fudge. I mean, definitely, and just listening to everything that you've done. And I mean, I probably can't even, I don't even remember a lot of the stuff that I know we did. Like you said, we always cross paths because your mind's always thinking,
Yep.
like we have those like minds as far as like the whole media, music, like you said, music and
Hmm.
videos, and you've always had that technical savvy type background, man. So I think that's why we always just kind of cross path, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, my connect to Buffalo once I moved here back in 2010. My first real encounter with the Christian hip hop side of things was Kulu when he was in town. You
Oh,
know, or maybe
I,
he's still here. But Kulu was just. I think he was more at the tail end of his Christian hip hop side of things, and he was gearing towards launching a church. He was working at the Buffalo Christian Center at the time. He was like an assistant director or something to that effect.
mhm.
Um, and then from there, he kind of showed me who's doing what in town. And I was like, oh, this is great. You know, there's a lot of people doing stuff, and I'm glad to see this. And my exposure to Christian hip hop was more when I was in Florida. And I noticed that like there is nobody that's from Buffalo represented in Christian hip hop outside of
Mhm.
Buffalo. And I didn't know who was doing anything up here
Right.
until I actually moved here and Kulu showed me who's doing what. I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing. You know, Pastor Curtis has been in the game for a long time before that, and
Hmm.
he's been doing events. You know,
Yeah.
even
He.
Henry T was another person that was involved in a lot of things too.
Oh,
So
Henry T. I remember Henry T. I remember Henry T.
yeah, it's been a long journey
Nice.
to
There you go.
yeah, long journey for us, you know, individually, but like you said, we crossed paths. We always kind of like collaborated, and the collective movement was one of them. I think Mo
I
Badger.
think. I think. I remember
That was all part
the
of Brian Little's and yours is, you know, TV show
I,
that you guys were developing. So
yeah, I think the grip. I think the grip show was like the first major thing. Like we were really doing the grip show, and that was like back. I feel like the grip show. Um, and of course, shout out to Bryant Little for even bringing coming to me with that and saying, Clark, you want you to be the host, and I don't have no really host experience. I know I love the what was it called Yo MTV Raps, and that was the whole
yep,
the circular Dr. Dre Ed Lover that was the whole concept right there. It was like, yo, let's do a Christian artists and let's make it happen. And that I used to love doing the grip show, man. I used to love doing the grip show, man. And
that was fun. I got to jump in on a couple of them with you. That was fun.
that
I
was the one
enjoyed
with
it too.
yeah, that was the one with Mo Badger. I forgot what church we were at, but it was. Listen, the grip show to me set the path for a lot of things that kind of are still going successfully right now. I think like Brian had to go back to school and he had to take like you had to say like refocus
Hmm.
and obviously I'm not a camera guy. I'm this guy. So so
Yeah,
all the technical stuff I didn't really have a handle on and that's when it kind of like dwindle down. But like you said, it never like with God, it don't dwindle away forever. I mean, I'm always entertainment and media.
yeah,
I just love it so much.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean you're right. We are a Christian, and we
Mm-hmm.
still got you know Prime Video accounts and Netflix and all that. So eh,
Yeah, yeah.
there's still entertainment we're looking for, but sometimes we as Christians are like, man, why are they doing that on this network and or whatever streaming company? And you want to redeem yourself sometimes, and you looking for something that's wholesome and better and content.
Mm-hmm.
And especially something that glorifies God, which, you know, I think The Chosen has probably been the best standout content wise on streaming companies that has been the most successful.
The choke now I'm not see and you actually like I said, listen, man, I'm and this is not just for this live, right? This stream thing. I mean, honestly, I just hopped on because I'm like, I haven't talked to you in a while, and
Yeah.
you once again, Brian Little, yourself, Dorian Cromwell from Rochester, the people that I've met, and that have been able to assist me with doing things. I love information. Like you mentioned the Talk Crash Live. Like we started it,
Hmm.
and I think Brian said he wanted to do it, but we were kind of like struggling with like, well, we still got things going on, and when do we do it? So we try to narrow some days down, and then once again, it's just like trying to do everything because so many, like you said, so many ideas, just coming at us, and it's like, well, what do we do? Like, so with that Talk Crash Live, I mean, the Facebook is still there. It just had to stop. I just hate stopping things, man.
I know I don't like doing things and then having to conclude it because either it's overwhelming or too much stuff
Mm-hmm.
going on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way. And even the podcast that we did, 4 years to me was just not enough. I wanted to keep on going, but I knew that there's a couple things in my life, health wise, and then
Mm-hmm.
I knew I had to go to school, and then buying a house, and then basically this film festival. So like the combination of those four things just kind of said, okay, I had to put something aside. So podcasting was the one.
So
And
what's so what's up with the film, like, and I know you started the film festival, and I didn't know too much about, like I said, I mean, I didn't know you were 50. Like I'm 45. Like you look good. I would say your weight looks good. Seems like you trimmed down a little bit.
I did lost about 50 pounds.
I can tell. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't physically seen you in years, it seemed like. And we're right here, but um what what's going on with the film? I mean, I just love it all, bro. Like talking to you is just like it's just like the volcano stirring. Cause I know you got so much, and it's I'm not an opportunist, but I'm a person where I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not a lot of us out here, bro. It's not a lot of us out here that's saying, God, you know what?
Hmm.
We want to make you the lead. You got to be first, but
Yep.
not even. But we just want to be able to do these films, man. I know. I just love films, man. I love everything. I love this right here. What we doing? I stand here all night,
Yeah. Me too.
talking about, and I'm happy to be talking to you, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I first met you, I'm like, this is a good guy. You know what I mean?
With hair, I had hair.
Yes, you did have some hair.
I
Now,
did.
you just is that by design now, or is that just genetics?
That's that's by that's by. It's by. I told my wife. I said, "Listen, I seen the commercial, right, where you can get you some hair back. You can actually grow hair.
Hmm.
LeBron James did it. So I'm like,
Did he?
okay. So yeah, LeBron James going ball, and then all of a sudden he had hair like next day, and I'm like, I'm okay with it. It's definitely by genetics, and if you go to the barber shop, you got to be careful because barbers sometimes are stop pushing your hairline back.
Hmm.
You gotta start. No, leave my hairline alone. Let it grow. I would have made better choices as a young person getting his hair cut. So, but I feel good. I feel good, man.
Yeah. Now, me on the other hand, I have a full head of hair.
Yes, you do.
It's not gray, and I got this. It's long. Like I'm just
Oh
like
wait, let me see
taking
it.
it. I'm taking advantage, bro. Like, look at this thing.
Yo, I
It's a
got it. You
it's
gotta let
a
me borrow.
head of hair, bro.
I gotta borrow some of that. Seriously.
People my age, I've seen a lot of people my age, and like I said, even though I got some of the grays coming in, some of them got full gray, no hair, all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I have or what, but it's good genes on my. I think it's my mom's side. My dad's been bald since he was in his 20s.
Really?
Well, not bald, but lost his hair a lot
Hey,
since it's 20. So
yo, you definitely your mother's. See, I got my
my
dad's
mom's
gene.
side, yeah,
My, it's all good,
yeah.
man.
Don't worry about it. Um, so anyways, when I first met you, I'm like, I didn't know who you were, but I knew you had charisma, you had personality,
Thank you, brother.
you had, you know what I mean. You were somebody that belonged in front of the camera. You know what I mean? And I knew that you were limited in your knowledge of
Right,
the
right.
culture in general. You knew about some things, but you didn't know who was who yet. And I'm kind of like, I was a personality, but I'm more of like the funny fat guy. That's what I was at, the funny fat white guy specifically at the event. And I did the promotions. I helped people launch careers and, get their music out and behind the scene type stuff, making phone calls,
Hmm.
little hustle behind the scenes for these artists that were out there. And I had the skill to rap, no big deal. I could beatbox, but that's as far as my limit was for hip hop. I'm a percussionist, drummer, but my brother, Legacy, is now going by
Hmm.
Leo Green now. That's his.
How's he doing?
We're
How's he
playing
doing?
his beats right now in the background. He's doing good. He's in Florida, about to get. He had a divorce, but he's about to get remarried. So,
Okay, okay.
he's on the right track. He's in a good shape. You know, I'm really excited for him, and he's producing music again, and it's exciting to see where he's going. Um,
Beautiful.
so music wise, I was in tune and all that stuff, but I was starting to feel like I'm pushing everybody else to do
Hmm.
their dreams.
Hmm.
And although I liked podcasting, acting was always a part of what I wanted to do, plus
Hmm.
producing. So directing, making film. That's always been my passion ever since I saw Star Wars the first time back in '77.
Hmm.
So,
I was
eh,
one.
yeah, but film has been in me before I started promoting music. So I wanted to stick with film, and I said, I got to reboot, get back to who I am, and I started going to school, get my skill sets up again, get the technology knowledge and newer understanding of better techniques for acting, and I had a couple stage production opportunities that I acted in. So it was great. It was a good opportunity for me to move forward in that direction. Um,
Hmm.
so once I finish this degree in the next 6 weeks, I believe now, that's
Okay.
it. Whew, I'm gonna be like, I'm back. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's gonna be exciting. And
Yeah.
this is kind of like a precursor podcast. You know,
Hmm.
introduction, reintroduction, touching base, letting people know. Except for now, okay, I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I'm just
Yeah.
reestablishing, getting my feet set, getting grounded, financially sound, everything.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah. No, listen. Like I said, ah man, I'm here with you on this live, and I like I said, I felt that way. Like when you talked about like helping a lot of people reach their goal, and out of the kindness, just out of the kindness of your heart, you just do what you do. Like you hustle, because you can either see the greatness in people or whatever it may be. And it's no like no anger or anything like that, but it's just that sometimes you got to realize that you help a lot of people trying to get there, and then what about yourself, and it's not
Yep.
being selfish, but it's more like, to me, it's like, you gotta focus on that. So I mean, even with like, I'm not trying to promote it, but like, the only thing I'm focused on right now, honestly, is doing this sports platform, the P2OM, put two on me. And
Yeah.
I just,
I want to know more about that. Explain that to me.
yeah, cause I know you could, I know, listen, of course, cause I know you have ideas. So so put two on me is basically, It started because a gentleman that I used to work with, he he said, "Hey, let's go play some football." Good friend, Well, when we were working, we were closer. Obviously, now we haven't talked that much, but it's all good. But Patrick Odell, he said, "Listen, you know, let's go play some football." So he was out there, couldn't nobody stop him. Couldn't nobody, he was just like, a specimen. So it was like, he's like, I put two on me. So when he said that, like 2 days went by, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of hot, man. So me being me, again, somebody who doesn't, I'm not gonna just take your idea, or you didn't even know you had an idea. But I was like, listen, you need to trademark that. You know what I'm saying? You need to get like put two on me. You need to make that happen. He was like, nah, because everybody's not like a person that always wants to do something like that, like entertainment or some type of, promotions or marketing. They're just regular people, whatever. And it's cool to be that way. And he didn't, so a week went by, man, and he didn't, he was like, I said, listen, trademark it, man. And he was like, nah, I'm good, I'm good, man, I'm good. I came in one day, next day, man, I was like, yo, I trademarked it, man. I got the ball rolling for it. I couldn't like, and I'm going to still show you love on it. I mean, because I'm telling you, I'm going to push it because I believe in put two on me. Like, like imagine like Odell Beckham, he makes the one-handed catch, and this was around that time when it started in 2018, and he was like, I was like, imagine the camera stops, and he looks at the camera, he's like, yo, put two on me, like you can't stop, like two was one is done. And I was like, yo, Dale, this is gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. But it's been a slow road. I got the Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTube. I do little things like this sometimes, just talking about different sports or whatever like that. I don't have all the knowledge as far as like as far as you got with the cameras and all that, audio stuff, but I do the best I can with it. And people say put two on me. It's happening, but it's so that's where we are. Instagram and Twitter is at put two on me. YouTube is P2OM, which stands for put two on me. And the website, I'm telling you basically, I'm not trying to really promote it, but it's like put two on me.com. And
Promote it,
and
bro. That's what you're here for.
yeah, and it's all about sports, man. It's the
That's cool.
multi-sport and that's it. Multi-sport platform, all sports. I promote anything sports related. Let's let's talk about sports, whatever. That's my main focus right now.
Well, let me throw something at you. I've been doing fantasy sports since 1999. I don't know if you've done fantasy sports or not.
I never done it, but I'm kind of familiar.
Well, I've been doing it on like the Yahoo platform since 2000, and we have a community of about 500 people
Mm-hmm.
from all over the world, mostly U.S., that participate. And we got football, basketball, baseball, hockey,
Mm-hmm.
all fantasy sports, all these leagues, and I just call it the God Chaser Sports fantasy, fantasy leagues or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact, let me just show you. Let me show you this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is the. I'm just showing you a desktop right now, but so this is like the thing I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
fantasy sports wise. All right, it'll show up in a second here. Okay, God Chaser Sports. All right, since 2000, we got a little story already, and all the links to it. And we basically just participate in fantasy sports. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
just show it. It's a collection of people that are Christians that want to not be in leagues run by people that trash talk and foul language and all that stuff. So I bring people together just to do that. We've been doing these leagues for many years, and I do it on the Yahoo platform, but people do it on NFL, people do it on ESPN.
Right,
So there's
right,
a
right, right,
lot of
right.
different platforms. You could do fantasy leagues for anything. But these are all leagues, these are all my teams, and these are all the league, 8 different leagues that I'm in. and that's just one Yahoo sign in. And so like here's the recap from this weekend after tough break fudge. Recap from last weekend. After Monday Night Football game, after the Steelers beat the Bears last night,
The Bears, yeah,
and that's
yeah.
and there's the results of our league where we're at and our standings, and we just talk about if we had time we talk about it to each other, but for the most part people are passive as far as interacting. They just want to play the game. They want to see
They
all
want to
these
do the
people.
fantasy
So
thing, right?
they want to pick their favorite players and whoever's available. And here's my team right now. And I had Derek Carr. He didn't do too good last week. I got
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff as a backup. These are all my options. So I got to pick up somebody for my linebacker this week. So that's the idea. I just
So
want to.
so it's week. It's week to week.
It's week to week. The same thing with the basketball. We could do. I'll show you. I'll show you hockey. We do hockey.
Oh goodness, who got Sabres on there?
Well, it's yeah. Well, every
Yeah,
every team, every player from every
yeah,
team
yeah, yeah.
is whoever you pick. So yeah, I do have Seneca Street Sabres there, and I'm already at 9 minus 2 points this week so far. So we're in week 5 in hockey. We're in week 4 in basketball. And I'll show you basketball here. We already finished
So what?
baseball.
So what? Do,
You know,
so what do people have to do? Like if anybody wants to get involved, like what do people do? Is it like you sign up? Is there like a fee or whatever like that? Or how does that work with that?
oh, it's all free. But, I mean, eventually, I'd like to do a paid league where people could throw in 20, and then the winner gets the pot. But I just been doing it for free. And
Yeah, yeah,
people can
yeah.
sign
So
in.
you put it all together.
Yeah, I've been running this for 21 years. So we get all
Wow.
these leagues, every league has different competitors, and then sometimes some will cross over to different, no pun intended for basketball. They'll cross over to other leagues, competing against each other, and it's just there's a camaraderie about it. So
Wow,
just to let
that's
you
I
know,
mean, yeah, that's I want so I mean, obviously, for time's sake or whatever, but I would love to be able to share this some kind of way and make sure people
mhm,
are, so I mean, probably that's a whole nother. I mean, bro, we got to talk outside of this, obviously,
sure,
and that's going to be the key. So because I don't run in a big circle, man. I mean, my kids, my wife, that's it. I mean, it's really we haven't talked in a while, but it's really I've really scaled back. Not, I mean, I still, me and Brian are always me and Brian,
yep.
but I don't, I move a lot differently now, and I think that, like I said, I
Well,
think we should
see,
definitely talk outside
the,
here.
the cool thing is that you're doing gaming too, because gaming is another great outlet and platform, for
See,
interacting.
yeah, yeah, and if I mean, like I said, the thing about it, how to do like how you got this whole thing set up right here, like that's
Hmm.
I'm just a guy, man. I'm just a guy that wants to, make it happen,
Yep.
but you know what we can't, what we have to do, Fudge, and to me,
You need to get one of these, especially for what you're doing.
yeah, and I'm gonna talk like when I need, well, I have your number already, but it's just a matter of just reconnecting. Like I said, I think
Hmm.
we got disconnected, and it was
Yep.
never any, two brothers in the Lord. I mean, it's never any ill feelings at all, but I think
Mm-mm.
that there's power between us that could happen, and I'm not a selfish dude. I'm not trying, but what we do got to do, I was gonna say, is a lot of your knowledge, bro. It's really. I talked to my wife about this. We really have to find out how to. I don't know the word I'm trying to look for, but as far as financial, bro, like
Hmm.
you do a lot,
Hmm.
and God's gonna provide. he's gonna provide.
He
But it's
has.
like you're right. He has.
Yep.
You
But
know,
yeah, but you gotta leverage what you got.
gotta leverage what you got. And I think we have a lot of good things. Even though the put two on me is something that I created, you creating what you creating. I'm
I
not trying
like
to
it.
infiltrate. I just think like some kind of way. Some
I
kind of
wanna
way.
see more though of what you're doing with put two on me because it's a great concept,
Hmm.
and just like you said, the technical side you might be um you need some help
Shaky.
in.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. So my wife just came home, and I try to go down, try to go downstairs and make sure everything's running smoothly. She has to go to school. She's a senior
Mm,
at Buff State, so she's been grinding.
good for her.
Um,
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
senior at
gonna,
UB, so we're rivals, crosstown rivals.
yeah, right, right. I'm gonna absolutely, I'm telling you, I'm gonna reach out to you,
Hmm.
um, and tonight probably, just say what's up, via, call you. I'm gonna call you. I'm not gonna text you. I'm gonna call you when I
Hmm.
can. How's your daughter doing?
She's doing great, excellent, developing. She's happy. She
Okay.
gained a lot of weight though.
Okay. I mean, but I know that
Yep.
that's your daughter, bro. You are dad. You are a dad, and that part of your life is a whole nother story that you've committed and sacrificed a lot for, and that's
Hmm.
what. And I just wanted to see how it just came to my mind. How she was doing, whatever.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know your clan's getting up there too, man.
They're getting big. Everyone's getting big. And everyone's just trying to move and shake and just trying to make these things happen. So, but Fudge, I'm gonna absolutely, like I said, I appreciate you bringing me on here and
Yeah.
talking with me, and we're gonna talk. Like I said, I'm gonna text you about an hour, so just send you a quick text when you got
Hmm.
time to talk. Definitely want to be able to talk with you.
Okay, man. Go ahead, do what you got to do, man.
All right, Fudge, I
God bless you.
appreciate you, man. All right,
Good
buddy.
seeing you again.
Thank you, sir.
All right, peace. So, Jonathan Clark, once again from Buffalo, New York, as well. This is the Buffalo Shout Out simulcast on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on my personal page, Fudge Malloy. So, we might bring this out also to another, link to it to another platform somewhere else as well. So we get a lot of ways that you can reach us and see what we're doing and all that stuff. And it was cool to kind of recap that, God Chaser Sports. That's another thing I've been doing. It's just like my little hobby. But I love sports. And to me, watching a game is one thing, but interacting with it by keeping up with the players and all that stuff. That's what's more exciting to me. So, um, but anywho, I do want you to know, I'm promoting my brother always. Here's the my brother, aka Leo Green, formerly known as Legacy, has a SoundCloud page here. Look him up. He's in Brooksville, Florida, and I don't know if it's a specific way you can. He's blowing out some new music. See, last 20 days, new content, new beats. Oh my goodness. Um, a year ago, we kind of started on this path. He's got so much music, so many beats, so talented. You got to check it out. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I don't have to worry about copyright infringement, which is a good thing right now. But there is one song I really like. He released a single, and I think he's working on an album, but it's called Sunrise. If you haven't heard it yet, you better hear it. I got to find it though. Stay with me. Once again, Sean P. Green, aka Fudge. The long path from being Fudge and being a part of Christian Hip Hop, Flavor Fest, Flavor Radio Network, One Accord DJs, DJ Conference, the Shout Out, Spice Rack. I mean, there's just too much, man. Too much stuff going on. Did all kinds of stuff Christian hip hop wise. Fifth Fridays at the Bread. You guys don't remember that one, don't you? Bread of Life Church in Buffalo. So I'm getting older. Not as fast as witty as I used to be. But I'm here. So I'm going to play the song here. I want you to check this out.
Mesmerized like a child, I come alive, watching the sunrise. The sunrise. As I sit by the shore, waiting for more, catching the sunrise. The sunrise. Fading out the pale moonlight. Another day dawns, giving me new sight. Seated in the sands, past the dying night. When it came up, I knew I'd be alright. Mesmerized like a child, I come alive, watching the sunrise. The sunrise. As I sit by the shore, waiting for more, catching the sunrise. The sunrise. Share dreams with schemes, standing eclipsed by new themes. Retreating clouds pushed back by liquid gold, where mountains climb up and they can never hold. With sterling sands, I'm scorched upon the beach, and palm trees whistle like a windy speech. Sunrise coming, it's best underneath. What a relief, I said, what a relief, yeah. Mesmerized like a child, I come alive, watching the sunrise. The sunrise. As I sit by the shore, waiting for more, catching the sunrise. The sunrise. Aches and pains, feeling settling. Raise a light, ignite the life worth bettering. Day and night feel equally cold. In shadows of dawn, speech leaks and stolen. I see the rim of the yellow brim. The fire goes dim, true light is within. And now I'm waiting for the sun to break in. What a relief, I said, what a relief, yeah.
That's, once again, that's my brother, biological, Leo Green, formerly known as Legacy. You also could check him out. He's got a Leo Green on Apple Music. This is called The Stream. I don't know what this is. Lightning fast, I'm quick like sonic boom. If you feel the contact, then your senses start to zoom. These thoughts are like a fire that keeps burning in my head. The fuel of the earth, watch when cause it to spread. It
It could be the danger keeping me from the dread. Or maybe it's some good in me that taught me how to shed. Whispers in the microphone, Electric Avenue. Now come and watch me dance upon the scenic path and view. With rhythmic lines, more sublime. The chemicals inside keep me on the path so I never slide. I am on the stream that takes me on the way to you. Audio airwaves filling up the room. Lightning fast, I'm quick like sonic boom. If you feel the contact, then your senses start to zoom. I am on a string that takes me all the way to you. Audio airwaves filling up the room. Lightning fast, I'm quick like sonic boom. If you feel the contact, then your senses start to zoom. Did you get the message? Did you get those megabits? I saw the red icon when I was checking back for it. It's overcast and rainy, droplets beating on the roof. Too much for me to handle, so I'm sipping 80 proof. But it leaves me feeling like this is just a freaking spoof. So I'd like to keep it light and seem like I'm aloof. Now if these lyrics hit you, then you know you're in the groove. Hypnotized by the time.
So that was a little snippet of the Apple Music account. So Leo Green is going to be his new stage name. Once again, formerly known as Legacy. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's still on here. Let's see what we got here. Legacy. Apple Music. There's a band that was called Legacy back in years ago. And there's a couple people call themselves Legacy. And Greenlight is probably the most famous of his tracks back in those days. So because there's so many people with that Legacy name, kind of lost in the shuffle. So I think that's why I said, okay, let's do Leo Green. Leo is actually a tribute to our grandfather. So here it is. That's the Legacy right here. See this other band Legacy keeps popping up. So let's go back. I'll end with this. This is the song that kind of put them on the map back in mid 2000s and sold a lot of units from this album. 2005 to 2010, a lot of units worldwide. With a heavy concentration in Toledo, Ohio, of all places. All right, so they only play snippets. So here. Christ is a juice I inject, so I take deleted his pack. I ain't holding back. Got the truth and I ain't gonna slack. Therefore, I'ma breeze through your section. Separated and I got my protection. My message comes on election. He was crucified and then he resurrected. Low fuel, your gauges detected. Engine trouble, better stop for inspection. Green light, y'all, don't sit still. Green light, y'all, move for real. Green light, y'all, don't just chill. Green light, y'all, what's the deal? Green light, y'all, don't sit still. Green light, y'all, move for real. Green light, y'all, don't just chill. Green light, y'all, what's the deal? Stop. Nah, y'all ain't hearing me. Ring through the light like you part of the tyranny. Red, yellow, green, make it clear to see. Signs of the times like messianic prophecy. Don't miss this, ain't about the biscuits. Close your fistus and break your wristus. Now grab that steering discus. Your life, that's all the risk is. Y'all question what might happen. Not much, so you can stop that slacking. Hopes and dreams and all to the future. Ain't nothing till you move with the groove, ya. Beats bumping, God is up to something. Give it up the flow. It's time to jump in it. It's traffic, also traffic. Hop on the bus, lay him out like plastic. Green light, y'all, don't sit still. Green light, y'all, move for real. Green light, y'all. So there you go. That's little Legacy.
When you post a job for free with LinkedIn Jobs, you
get to the people you want to interview
LinkedIn. It's not what we're looking for.
Filter and prioritize only the most qualified candidates.
Legacy.
Like, say you want to interview a software engineer.
Leg Up Music. Now Leo Green. So jump on board, man. This guy's going to be making some moves this year. We're going to be adding some music to my films that I'll be making. I mean, it's going to be a crossover brother, relationship here, as usual. It's a good beat. I like this one. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks Jonathan Clark for joining. It's always good to catch up with good old boys, good friends, and looking forward to working with you again once my schooling's done. So that's it. That's a fudge. I was gonna make this short. I apologize if it's too long for some people, but hey, it's been a long time since I've really updated. Matter of fact, I'm looking back at the YouTube page. We had an update last August, an update the August before that, and then before that was 2 updates. And that was it. So we really didn't do much for the shout-outs YouTube page, nor the Facebook page. Both me, Constant Battle, and a lot of people in Buffalo, everybody's doing something. And that's a good thing. So, but I'm excited to be a part of our Buffalo community, Christian hip-hop, Christian films, Christian entertainment, period. That's what it's all about. It's all about our Savior. It's all about our King, serving Him. So keep it locked. Fudge Malloy, a.k.a. Sean Patrick Green. This is the Buffalo Shout-Out. Just good music. Keep it locked.